get ready to flow. Let's dive deep with PiSeas Tarot.
Your business is my business. I see every ache, every kiss, the push, the pull, the silent cries. I'm exposing all the lies, revealing the hidden truth. With me, you have the proof. Your business is my business. True.
Welcome to PiSeas Tarot. True.
Welcome to PiSeas Tarot, everybody. I am your host. I am Mimi Lightseer, and you are tuned in to a live edition of Tarot for Two. Now listen, y'all, okay? I got to give a full disclaimer. When I tell y'all I am tired, my energy is so heavy. However, I felt like it was a necessity for me to be here, y'all, because when I tell y'all I am hearing all the things. So we are going to get through this as best as we can. And I am giving you guys the insight now that if my energy seems low, it's because I'm tired. I went for a 3-mile walk. I went for a 10-mile bike ride. Like, your girl is tired, okay? But this is an insight-led, awareness-focused space that is designed to help empower you with your decision-making. Over here, the truth rises to the surface and the illusions are brought to the light. In this reading, I will examine your relational dynamics between you and your person. And I strive to really give you guys clarity, depth, and intention that you need. Over here, I am not sugarcoating a doggone thing, okay? You are here for understanding, not for comfort. If you have been feeling vulnerable, invalidated, uncertain, emotionally shut down, whatever it is, something might not just fully add up. Well, baby, there is a message for you, okay? Your message is here. Your presence is here, and it is not an accident that you are here. So stay with me, because what unfolds in this reading may give you the language that you have been sensing but could not fully articulate, okay? Now, with that being said, using my intuitive, psychic, and tarot insight, I will unpack the emotional patterns and subconscious signals and energetic themes that are shaping the connection between you and your person, okay? Whether you are new at navigating love, standing at a crossroads, and or questioning intentions, this space is designed to give you the context, the perspective, and actionable clarity that you can use. This is a collective reading, so take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, okay? Lastly, I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Okay, so unless you know what all your placements are, your man, your woman's placements, you can't say what is not for you. All right, so if y'all ready to get into this, go ahead and drop those chimes in the window, because baby, I'm ready to get to it. All right, y'all. So now, before we move forward, y'all know darn well that we got to ground ourselves, okay? We got a lot of positive things to talk about, but before we do that, let's clear up the air and get the staleness out of here. Gotta clear it up, y'all. Gotta clear it up. All right. We're going to do the box theory breathing, okay, as we go through this. I'm going to guide you through it, but first I want to clear this air. Now, some of y'all may be wondering, why do I insist on us grounding? Well, it's important because it not only keeps you present and protected, but receptive, and it allows spirit to come through with accuracy and not chaos, okay? So going through this grounding meditation, like I said, we're going to do the box breathing method, where we're going to inhale for 4, hold it for 4, release for 4, okay? So we're going to start off with inhaling clarity, holding it for 4, and releasing distractions, okay? All right. Let's go. Next, inhale freedom and exhale emotional weight. And lastly, inhale truth and exhale fear. Divine white light, you are welcome in this space. Come through with clear and accurate messages for those who are here currently and will be here in the future. Thank you, amen. And I say, all right, y'all. So I got to give y'all this disclaimer. This is a quick reminder. This is a safe and sacred space, but it does get raw, honest, and you could be a little bit vulnerable. Just know that spirit sometimes will challenge you to get you out of your comfort zones. So therefore, this is awareness and not punishment. Now, if you're ready to hear what spirit was dropping in my spirit that brought me in when I'm really winding down for the evening, go on here and put those cooking emojis in the chat. Cooking emojis. Because, baby, I'm ready to get into this because I don't know how much more time Alexa's got left away. So let's go. Now, before I tap in to do any messages, okay, you know, I always sit with my energy to see what spirit is dropping through to me. And sometimes it comes through a song, a vision, or a color, or a feeling that just won't leave my spirit. And today, I was sitting here and I started hearing this song that I swear to y'all, I have never heard before, okay? And actually, this song came to me last night. And I was like, I just kept hearing these lyrics. And for those of y'all that's been rocking with me for quite some time, y'all have seen how this has happened, okay? But I just started to hear this song playing in my ear, and I had to Google it to figure out like what that was, right? But before I go there, let me share something with you, okay? Now, y'all see this? Remember, this year, Pisces season is February 20th, okay? If you look here, today is the first day of Aries season. So Aries season, the earth has really spun up a day. So we are now starting Aries season a day early, whereas this is normally the last day of Pisces season. But what I want to point out is not only do we have this new moon, this sun in Aries, but we also are finally out of Mercury retrograde, y'all. So we got to be happy for that, because I'm telling you that took us through some things, okay? It definitely took us through some things. So thankfully we're out of that, all right? But what I will say to you guys is I'm pointing out to you guys three important things. We now have a stellium right now in Aries, which means the Aries season is, first of all, the beginning of spring, okay? It is also the beginning of the true, the true new year, okay? Aries season is also defined as the babies of the zodiac signs. So when you think about the Pisces, even though people think we crazy and all of those things, Pisces are the senior citizens, if you will, of the zodiac, okay? So the Aries are very passionate, very driven, very emotional, right? They're very expressive, right? They are a trip, okay? And I can say that wholeheartedly because not only do I have close relatives that are Aries, but I also have a new moon born with Aries, okay? So I understand that passion, right? But we also have Venus there now, okay? So that's what is making this a little bit interesting, because now we got this extra passion, this extra driven energy going on. So while I was thinking about the song, okay, I went to go look up the chart because I'm like, it got to make sense to me. Now, a spirit was saying to me, before I tell y'all the song, spirit was saying to me that you got to fight for your happiness, okay? You got to fight for your happiness. It's a lot going on in the world. The world is very heavy. The world is very chaotic. It's a lot of confusion. And if you are one, which you are, that's why you're here. If you are one who believes in the supernatural realm, you know that we're connected to source energy, and you know that this is not the divine energy that is present. While these things are accounted for, this is not divine energy that is going on. So this is very dark energy that is causing a lot of this disruption and chaos for many, many different people. While people are being impacted and affected in a plethora of ways, Spirit is saying that someone specifically, okay, is fighting for their happiness. They're fighting for their joy. Like there is a fight like no other going on right now, okay? And what Spirit said when the song dropped into my spirit, it made sense. I started hearing this song from 2011 by Lady Gaga. And the song is called The Edge of Glory. So as I am hearing this, I hear her saying, I'm on the edge of glory and I'm hanging on the moment of truth. Out on the edge of glory and I'm hanging on the moment with you. Okay? So connecting the dots. Spirit said, someone is on the edge and is in a heavy place with their partner. And they need to reiterate to said person that they are not going through this by themselves. I am on the edge with you. So the question then becomes, who's on edge? With all of this firepower going on, with all of this direct, passionate, courageous, bold, fierce, hot energy, who is on the edge with their person? Who is trying to get out of this dark, sunken, heavy space? Who is trying to figure out what the next step looks like with their person? Now, I don't know, but I'm ready to get into it. So let's go. All right, so as we start to look at this energy for what is going on between you and your person, remember, as I pull these cards, again, this could be you or your person, okay? It doesn't have to match everything for verbatim, but take what resonates and leave what doesn't, all right? So, Spirit, what is the overall energy with this reading today for the people that are impacted by this reading? What is the overall energy? Thank you. Okay. Close encounters. Close encounters. As I said, this is a major transformation taking place here. Okay. And like I said, it's a lot of heavy and dark energy going on right now. Somebody feels like they're trapped. And this particular individual who I am picking up on the energy that needs to reiterate and reaffirm and assure their partner, they are represented in this small butterfly coming to save this bigger butterfly. Like, you're not here alone. Yeah, you're locked in this particular situation, but you're not by yourself. I am here with you on the edge and I am standing here. Now, granted, the edge of glory, I don't even know what that is because, like I said, I never heard this song before. I tried to listen to it once, but it was too much going on and I didn't have time to like really sit with the song. I just kept hearing, I'm on the edge. And I was like, what is this? You know, so I had to type in, I'm on the edge, and see what pop up. You know, so when I heard it, I was like, oh, okay, I'm guessing this is a song. Now, what is the truth that this particular couple today needs to reckon with? What is the truth that this particular couple needs to reckon with? Okay, two cards just came flying out. Both of these are oddly purple, okay? So we have courage, which is I find the inner strength to face my fear with confidence, which makes sense because, like I said, it's reaffirming your person that you are here with them. We also have worry. I am learning that worrying doesn't change the outcome. Okay, so this speaks to the heaviness. This speaks to the severity. This speaks to the challenges that this particular couple is facing right now. Okay, now, guys of the hidden realms, what messages do you have for us today? Also, you're going to be required to leverage your intuition a lot right now in this season with all this purple here. This is also going to facilitate a lot of conversations, which again, I said before I even touched the card, that you're going to have to reaffirm to this person that you are on the edge with them. You are here with them. So this is going to either pull you guys very closer, which is where I'm leaning. But this is going to be a epiphany. This is an inflection point of your relationship at this time. We see the color blue here. We also have another chance to be. So this is about reclaiming, second chances, rebirth, and emotional healing. Okay. So as I said, we got a lot of purple, a lot of blue. This blue is reflective of the communication that needs to come. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of open communication coming from the heart with this worry and courage. Okay. A lot of conversation coming from the heart. And this is actually going to be restorative of your relationship with this person. Okay. It's very much so going to be restoring the relationship with this person. It's been stressful. It's been heavy. It's been daunting, and it's hard to try to get out of this particular situation. So I don't know where you are in the world or what you're doing, but if this resonates with you, go ahead and put the tea kettle in the chat, because baby, I don't know who, I swear I don't know who this is for, but it just came to me and I felt forced to be here. All right. So let's get to this discovery. Let's go. All right, so if you've never been here before, this might get a little confusing to you, because what I'm about to do is pull a bunch of cards and I'm gonna have to reorganize the cards. But what I am doing is I am discovering and identifying the themes, the friction points, and the relational blind spots that are straining your relationship with you and this person. Okay, so I'm ready to look at it and see what's going on, and I'm gonna realign the cards with whose energy is feeling like what to me, and give you some insight so you can have some perspective on who we are talking about and who is feeling that way. All right, so to start, all right, fire sign, y'all, shut the front door. I just told y'all it's a lot of fire sign activities going on, and now we have fire signs coming up here. Okay, so there is an Aries and Leo Sagittarius that is involved in this particular situation. The Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could also be a third party person. We got to dig further, but it's a lot of things happening. It's a lot of happening right now with this fire sign energy. Okay, it could also be pointing to timing of when things are starting to move, right? And with us coming out of this particular planetary alignment, first of all, with us coming out of Mercury retrograde, it's significant enough by itself. But then we also have Saturn just moved, okay, into Aries. It's at 4 degrees. And then we also have Uranus now in Taurus, okay? So we got some forward moving energy going on right now. Pluto, unfortunately, is still in Aquarius, but Neptune is also in Aries right now. So we have a lot of fire energy going on right now. So when we think about this comprehensively, we have fire energy impacting your ego, yourself. You have fire energy impacting the moon, which is how you feel. We have fire energy impacting Mercury, which is the way that you think. I'm not Mercury right now, Venus. I misspoke. The way that you love. And then you also have Saturn. How you learn is being impacted by this fire energy. And now Neptune, which is how you dream, how you illusion and the things that you do. So it's a lot of fire energy going on right now. We also have Chiron and the Lydia in fire sign energy. So like, God bless the baby that's born today, because they're going to be a feisty somebody. All right. So anyway, moving forward. It's a lot of planetary movement going on. Now, boss, daddy, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, BDE. So somebody here got their stuff together. Okay, somebody in this dynamic got their stuff together. And that makes sense because we're talking about all of this fire energy. Reflective in this Aries, that's ego, right? That's passion, that's hurry up, like quick moving energy, right? Nothing to sell about this. So I'm not surprised that card has really come out. Now, what else we got going on? Which is possibly why I'm hearing like I'm on the edge of glory with you, because things are slowing down for a lot of people right now. And a lot of people who have historically have had a lot of flexibility and a lot of freedoms, they are struggling right now because things are starting to slow with the economy. So that could be why this is a lot of heavy energy that I pointed to in the beginning of this reading, and the need to reaffirm that this is not just happening to you. I am with you on the edge and we will overcome this. I'm here with you. Okay, with this close encounter. Yeah, you're down, but I'm here with you. And I'm not going to leave you by yourself. We also got paranoia, okay? Cautious, guarded, insecure. So somebody is definitely over here feeling like somebody's out to get them. Okay? What else, Spirit? Clingy, old exes, dead relationships, old ways. Okay, so we now have the clingy card here, old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. So now we got, this is confirming that there's a third party person here. Okay, so they could also be a fire sign. Now, one thing I will tell you is that typically, because fire signs are so extra, they go very well with another fire sign, okay? I think they're the only ones that can really deal with one another. I mean, other people manage, but I think that they're the only ones that can really deal with each other. All right, what lies beneath all of this? Caution, okay? Ooh, we got a lot of earth energy coming up through here too. Again, on the edge, trying to figure out which way to go without crossing the lane. Spirit says the person that we're talking about is very much so on edge, very territorial, very snappy, don't want you doing things, like they're very, very, very moody right now, and very sharp in how, like they're burning you with their words, they're burning you with their actions. Like nothing seemingly is helping, nothing is seemingly satisfying them right now because the stress is getting to them. The stress is so imminent and so intense. Like you've never seen this person before in this season of their lives. And this is why it's important to reassure that you're on the edge with them. We also got Netflix and chill that came out, okay? Sneaking around. There goes that third party, friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. So there's definitely that fire sign is this third party here. I don't know who that, which we got to keep digging more information. I will tell you too, what is interesting that happens, and I don't understand the psychology behind this. However, when a fire sign is disrupted, and we don't even know who the people are that we're talking about, but typically when men have financial hardships, they do start to do things that they wouldn't normally do to like get that ego and to make themselves feel good type of thing. And so it could be that this person is also so stressed out that they're starting to deal with an ex because they need something to give them that confidence and that reassurance that they have lost recently. Okay. Also maybe needed to do a side hustle. So things are definitely hard over here. Okay. So there's a side hustle involved. What is the true crime here, Spirit? Life insurance, okay? So there is something going on here. You can also, depending on what type of life insurance it is, someone may be taking a loan out on their life insurance, or they got something caught up in something that's giving them some type of life insurance. Okay, what should they be focusing on right now, Spirit? What should one of the individuals in this reading be focusing on right now? Time in motion. This is transition, as I talked about. Patience, observations, liminal space, and preparation. Okay, so it's time in motion. And what's interesting about this particular card is that we have someone being stuck in traffic. Okay, so you know you're going somewhere, you know you're going to be doing something, but it's kind of like delayed right now. Okay, so this is Spirit is saying you need to work right now on your patience. Be observant, but understand that you can't take up as much space as you normally would because things are transitioning. So the question then becomes, is this a true flame or no? True flame or no? Spirit, we're not doing this today. Why Spirit just saying to me that part of the reason why this other ex is still around is because they may have a child with this other person. And that is also, excuse me, a part of this life insurance. Somebody got some money. All right. So the question is this a true flame or not? And we got the open hearts, okay? Together, you are unlocking new levels of intimacy because real love begins where the walls come down, okay? So when we're talking about being on the edge, okay, I'm here with you. This is a different level of intimacy. You know, people tell you to get to know somebody in all 4 seasons before you make a decision. And when you see somebody going through hardship, when you see somebody going through difficult times, that makes you fall in love with them even more, because then you see the real strength and endurance of their character. All right. So that's important to say, or important to note here. All right. What else, Spirit? Okay. Worth. You are being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we weren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case. However, you are worthy and you inherit value. It is time to cherish yourself and see your worth. So someone in this connection is working on their self-worth. And our last card for this particular insight is adventure. Adventure is the path to new worlds, but y'all notice this person is standing close to the edge. Okay, this person is standing close to the edge. So, I don't know whose business we are in, but we're about to find out. So, if y'all ready to get to it, go ahead and put those drums in the chat, drums in the chat, because baby, I need to know whose business are we about to get into. All right, let's go. I told y'all I was sleepy. Like I told y'all, I'm sleepy. So when I tell y'all I'm sleepy, I am sleepy and I'm delusional. Let's get the drums, please. Forgot to realign the cards. I told y'all I'm sleepy. Rare form. All right, person A. Person A is currently trying to figure out how to stay in their lane, but to let you know that they're here with you. They are also here on the ledge, looking for the adventure, looking to get to know this other person in spite of their shortcomings. They're also coming in with the open heart. Okay. Willing again to have this. Also understanding that they're worthy of love and happiness and adoration as well. Okay, so this person A is coming in very optimistic. However, person B is definitely this person, the boss. I feel like they're the ones needed to learn some patience. Like they're going to a different level. They don't know how they're going to get there. I feel like right now they are very paranoid about things, feeling like somebody's out to get them. I feel strongly like this is the person who's dealing with this fire sign that is clingy and is here for life insurance. I feel like they have the third party person. Person A. This is craziness. Actually, I'm going to put this fire sign here because I feel like you're the person that's going to find out about this other person. And I'll just keep it like this because I really feel like some of these cards could be more tied to person B, but I need to balance it out. All right. So who is person A? Oh, that was quick. Okay. Person A is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. Page of Wands upright. This is inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential, free spirit, exploration, and excitement with freedom. Person B is coming in as the Hierophant in reverse, which is also Earth energy. Okay, so there's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that's dating the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have here personal beliefs, freedom, going against the grain, unconventional, foolishness, generosity, brutality, unorthodox, hypocrisy, blind faith, and misconceptions. All right. So I'm ready to hurry up and jump in this because when I tell you I am so sleepy, I am on the edge. All right. Let's go. All right, so now that we've gotten all of this out the way, this is where I integrate the tarot with the psychic and the intuitive side, okay? I am so sorry, y'all. I told y'all I'm tired. All right, so what is person A's foundational energy? What is person A's? What is this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy feeling like? All right, we got the roots in reverse, the 9 of roots, okay, which is equivalent to the 9 of pentacles. Person A is really truly on the edge right now. They are trying to figure out how to really drive home their level of interest. There is a very cold, isolating, standoffish energy that is coming, but not necessarily from this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's coming from this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The fire sign in this is in a space where they're trying to make sense of what is going on here. They feel like they have been cut off at the knees, like the rug has been pulled from underneath them. Everything in this connection was going very good, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. Okay, and so now person A is feeling like, okay, I am left out here exposed. I feel like I didn't do something that I could and should have done the right way, and it is really pulling their energy down in a place where they feel like they're losing something, they're missing something, like they're kind of like being shoved off and cast aside. Their energy feels very, very sad. They're their energy also feels like they have been deprived of the truth. Like they are just very confused right now. This Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is. Now, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is coming in as the 8 of blues right now. This Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is feeling out of pocket because they are. Okay, they had to walk away from something that they were utterly invested in. Okay, they may have had multiple side hustles or multiple businesses or avenues of how they've made their money. Like this person is very, very established. Okay, however, they are in a very awkward and bizarre situation. Spirit says there may have been a bankruptcy or just extreme financial hardship that is taking place at this point with this particular person. But what has happened is they are down, and they are down bad for the count. Okay. So this is where some of this moodiness is coming from this earth sign. This is also where some of this irritation is coming from, because you have a person who is feeling like a fish out of water. Okay, it is hurting them that they had to walk away from something that they really loved and cared about. This was their baby. They grew this business from the ground up. So the fact that it is going sideways right now is really hurtful and damaging to them. Okay, a lot of their ego was wrapped up in this business. Okay, again, we're talking about a earth sign and a fire sign. Okay, now what are some of the emotions that this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is over here trying to suppress? Well, they're coming in right now as the King of Pentacles in reverse. This Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is over here asking themselves questions like, should I have focused on this person, or should I just let this go? Because this is feeling like I don't have your attention. And so when you're talking about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, respectfully, if you don't stroke their ego and give them the attention that they need, they do start second guessing themselves, and they start to pull back. And like so, that is the case here. You have this King of Pentacles that is here, that is in reverse. Okay, so they're like, I'm just not seeing how this is going to really be sustainable and how this is going to pull through. When we look at the emotions here, feelings here of this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what is their emotions? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you got the King and the Queen here. All right, so this person is very much so, it feels like feminine energy. I ain't even gonna hold you. But this particular Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is really looking at this, is eyeing this earth sign. They are eyeing them in a way, they're like, listen, I want to give you babies. I want to take care of the house. Like, if you ask me, I'm ready type of energy. However, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is not in the space of being able to receive that love right now, because they have their own things going on. And that's where it is a little off-putting to this fire sign, because the fire sign is like, listen, I need my time, I need my love, I need my adoration. I'm not getting that from you. So do you still want to do this or not? Because this ain't just happening to you, this is also happening to me too. Okay, so does this make sense? Now, for this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the emotions that they're trying to suppress is the Chariot. Okay, again, they're used to going places and doing things. They're used to things working in their favor. They're used to things being progressive. Okay, so they're trying to fight the ego within them that is pointing out to them that you ain't where you're supposed to be. And granted, this is a huge shock to everyone's pockets. This is a huge shock to everyone's egos. The way the state of the world right now, the world is upside down. We are in the upside down. Every bit about, we are in the upside down. Okay, so that's where this person is kind of like feeling like, damn, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to be out here enjoying my best life in my 1964 Mustang. All right, what are the feelings that they're trying to avoid? They're trying not to reflect on who they've been. They're also trying not to overthink too much about their successes and their wins as in the past. Again, this is focusing on their immediate energy right now is focused on how messed up their finances are, things are going with their business. This is why they're feeling like they're stuck. And this is why they're feeling this paranoia and insecurity. Okay. Now, what is favorable about this connection is this 7 of Jazz in reverse. Okay. Listen, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you are feeling very overwhelmed and underwhelmed at the same time. This particular connection is not giving what it needs to be given at all. Okay, so what is favorable about this is that this is putting you in a level setting position to where you are now able to recalibrate. You can bring up things and get things addressed the way that you want to. However, you're not likely to get the answer that you're looking for. So I don't really necessarily recommend that you confront this particular person. But what I am saying is you can confront the issues. Okay, and there is a difference. You can ask them, how can you best support them without overwhelming them and coming at them and adding additional stress to them, right? And this is where that reiteration of I'm on the edge with you. This loss is not just happening to you, it is happening to me too. Okay? So this is where you get the opportunity to really be able to give some confidence here and to reaffirm your interest in this particular connection. But I would not advise for you to be the hothead that you are and just go and bogart somebody and just throw that on them out of nowhere. What is consequential about this is this 3 of Wands in reverse or 3 of Jazz in reverse, okay? This is giving you the sense that this is stalling out, right? This connection was good all along. Now all of a sudden it's not. And the reality is it's stuck because other things aren't happening, right? So this is where you have to give your patience and be transitional with this person and be at ease, but also know that you still have a space in this particular person's life despite how they're acting. And this is where they're trying to get their confidence back by playing in the sandbox with other mofos. So this is just, it's just situational right now, okay? I ain't gonna lie to you, situational. What Spirit is trying to teach you is with this 6 of Roots, okay? You have to give them space. You have to give them opportunity. You have to give them grace. These are real life hardships. And this is where real couples are made of. It's easy to be with somebody when everything is going all honky-dory. What happens when the shit hits the fan? Then what? Okay, so Spirit is saying you need to give this person some space and room and opportunity to be able to figure out their shit, because this person's got a lot of shit on their plate. And I hate to say it in that way, but I got to be honest and call it to you. I told you guys from the very beginning of this reading felt heavy. This reading felt like it was a lot of things going on. So this is where if you really, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, would like to be in this relationship with this earth sign, you need to let them know I am here with you. I'm going to hold you down. Is it any way that you need? Do you need some gas money right now? You know, like these are things that are really going to be differentiators for you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because anybody can have a sexual relationship with somebody. Anybody can go out with somebody when they're paying for it. But what happens when the things slow down? How do you show up for them to let them know I'm not here for the glitz and the glamour? I'm not here for the material things. I am here because I'm really sincerely interested in you and shit is going on. Okay, it's hitting the fan. All right. Now, what is Spirit trying to teach you? What habits do you need to break? We got the 2 of Cups in reverse. Spirit is saying to you today, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, when things are not going your way, how do you sustain? You cannot continue to run when things get hard. You keep saying you want love and you want genuine connection. Well, this is going to cost you to cross that line. This is going to cost you to be adventurous and be on the edge with them with an open heart. And remember, they're worth it and so are you. So you got to stop running when things are not favorable, okay? And what do you need to do? We got the Empress, or excuse me, the High Priestess in reverse. So you need to stop approaching this like you got hidden motives and agendas. It is very much so coming across as you are here because you like the benefits of being with this person, but you're not really sincerely offering the type of love that you really want to and want and need to offer them, okay? And ironically, as I said that, look what's at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers, okay? So everything about this is major arcana that is going to be predicated on how you move and how you treat this particular situation. All right. So now let's look at some of the clarifiers to find out what is hidden, what are the real motives and the true intentions for this connection. Because right now, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you are kind of feeling like you're being just transactional, and you're coming across as being like only there for the material things. So your sincerity and your interest and investment in this particular person is not translating in a genuine way. And this is probably why Spirit said in the beginning, you need to reaffirm and reassure this person that you really, truly are here for all of the right reasons. And you are going through this with them. You are on the edge with them. And you have no intentions on backing down, backing up, and moving around. This is where you have to do your due diligence. If this is truly who and what you want, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you got to make sure that that is known. All right. So let's jump on over to the clarifiers and find out what is going on here so we can get out of here so I can go to bed. All right, let's go. All right, so this is where Spirit reveals what is hidden, the true motives and the real intentions, and what are the two things that you guys may be avoiding. All right, so let's hibbity hop on through this. All right, so Spirit, what is hidden right now from this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? What is hidden? All right. So, what is hidden from you right now, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is that there is a cycle that has not been closed out. And this is probably where we're going with this third party sign. I can't even find my pointer right now. How do I lose my pointer? My little peep. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So, what is hidden from you right now is the fact that there's still this third party person, this old ex that's hanging around here. And because this person is highly attractive, again, now we're focusing on these three cards: the clingy, life insurance, and sneaking around. Like I said before, this person, especially if he's very attractive, the way that this person is coming across as being attractive, has children with a past lover from a past relationship. That person is not staying within her lane, which is also why you got the caution sign. Okay? You don't cross this line. You move forward, I move forward, but we're not going to cross this line. This particular person is over here. And interesting enough, we got the lines here. This person here is overstepping, okay? So what is not being revealed to you right now, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is the fact that this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is still creeping with an ex, okay? You know who it is because they have a child with this person. You have sensed this because they come up with, you know, different excuses for why they're over there. The child is young, okay? It's not an older child, so the child is young. And what is happening is when that person brings over the child, they're staying, okay? They're still involved. So this has been hidden from you. Although they try to play that game and give you all the confirmation that this situation is over and dead, it is not. And that's what Spirit is saying, that is being hidden from you. The true motives here is this Four of Cups in reverse. All right. In the past, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn has not really been thoughtful around how they treat this situation. Okay. Matter of fact, while they are choosing themselves and choosing happiness and have chose that, they are also still being very selfish in how they move forward. Okay. And trust me, believe me, you as a single parent, I get how tricky. I mean, I don't have these issues, but I do get how tricky things can be when you have children with somebody. Okay. Because what typically ends up starting to happen is the fact that they're, especially when it's new and they're young like that, the emotions are still there. Okay, I can't say that I have that, but that there are some who do have those problems, and that creates a lot of disruption and chaos as well, because those roles are not defined, those boundaries are not put up. Okay, so yeah, they're choosing happiness, but they're not being honest with you either about the status of this relationship. They're telling you the surface things so that you can be okay with the fact and just learn how to come to terms and accept, but they have not closed that door totally. Okay, and it's showing up here and it's showing up here. The real intentions. Spirit is telling you with this Four of Pentacles in reverse, okay? You have got to learn how to be okay for right now with this instability, because as long as this economy is here, and this is probably why you got the side hustle too, trying to do whatever you can do to be generous, but also understanding that everybody is going through something right now. Everybody. And if we're sitting up here pretending like we're unbothered, we're lying and deceiving ourselves. Gas is $7 in LA right now. In common places, it's $4 a gallon. You know, TSA lines are anywhere from 3 to 8 hours, depending on what airport you're trying to get out. Like, it is insane right now. Everybody is dealing with something. Okay. So Spirit is saying, be comfortable with this instability, but reaffirm that you are here when they're ready. Give them space to figure out their shit. Be willing to accept with the open heart if this is really truly what you want, but also recognize that you got to be firm on figuring out what is going on with this third party. Now, what is the real things that both of you are avoiding? We got the Knight of Wands here, okay, in reverse. Now, what makes this so problematic is the fact that both of you guys are kind of like running out of steam with this. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you're not getting from them what you need from them in terms of adoration and that, just like that whole making you feel good, making you feel vulnerable type of thing. And you may be lashing out, seeking attention, okay? And why this is a problem is because this particular person is so focused on their shit, they're not giving you that attention, which is what I was saying in the very beginning about how you're feeling some type of way here, okay? Now, why does this matter now? It matters now because if you don't step in to try to fix this situation, we got this Queen of Pentacles here again. Who is represented by this Queen of Pentacles? This baby mom, this baby dad, okay? Whomever they have children with, they are comfortable. And they know that they are seated in their position. Look at her. Does she look bothered to you? At all? No. No. So it matters now because, again, if this is somebody that you really, truly want to be with, you have got to position yourself with a healthy posture that's going to make you desirable and attractive to this person, because otherwise they won't. And see here, this is where they're going to get caught. Okay. All their schemes are, they're about to be exposed. It's here that this other person is here. And likely that other person is another fire sign, but it's definitely here. Yeah, they're about to be exposed. Oh, child, let me hurry up and get to the end of this so I can find out where this story about to go, because I'm not liking this energy at all. We taking a sharp turn. Let's go. Now, as we shift to potential final outcomes, I say potential because I can't predict free will. Spirit can light up the path and tell you which way to go, but it's up to you to go. So what is going to happen here between this other person, presumably the mother of their children? Look, y'all, This card literally fell out again. They about to get caught in the worst way. All right. What is the potential final outcome? Well, before I go there, well, I'm going to pull those cards and I'm going to come back to this situation. Potential final outcome, Spirit. This is about to blow up with this World card in reverse. Okay? We got the World card in reverse. That means it's about to go left. It's some bad things that are coming. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if this particular person is feeling so bogged down in their stuff that this comes to an abrupt end. This will make you feel like you are left in the dark, that you have not had the closure that you need or have gotten the feedback or information that you need. I wouldn't be surprised if they just start shutting you out, honestly, okay? We got the Nine of, well, no, before that. We have the Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? So this is playing on the confidence here. This is definitely playing on the confidence. This is also showing up in ways of how you're feeling insecure, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because you're not getting that stroke of the ego that you're accustomed to. And we have the Nine of Cups here. So I wouldn't be surprised if you start finding ways to find your happiness and to find your joy, because you're going to be at the point where you're going to have to make a decision. Okay, with that Two of Pentacles, you're going to be facing a major decision, and one is going to be harder than the other. So now the question is this other woman, is this other person the reason why there are some issues here? Is this other person, the children's parent, the child's parent, is that the reason why things are also still hitting the stump here? Okay. We have the Temperance here, followed by the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so what I would say to that is absolutely. Okay, absolutely. I feel strongly like I hate calling people baby moms, because I think that is so trash. I think women are more than the mother of your children. Okay, that's what they are. But I think that they definitely have been patiently waiting. They have been investing in this connection, still keeping the seat hot, even though they're no longer there. And this is why your relationship is starting to stall out. So when we talk about you feeling the strain of everything here with this Queen of Wands, it's because you're going to have to make a choice and decision. Things are starting to stall out because you have demands and requests for this person that they're not getting, because they're in their own body, in their own world, in their own situation. So it is comfort for them to default back to this old thing with this ex, because it's giving them a peace of mind right now that they can't get with you. Your expectations are up here, and their abilities or capabilities to meet you where you are down here. Okay, so you're going to get so tired of being up here that you're going to start asking questions, and that's when this is going to all come out and be exposed. But right now, this person is particularly being sneaky towards you right now. Your intuition is probably trying to tell you too something about this is not right. Yep, Five of Swords here. Conflict. Does this other person want this man? Yep, sure do. Sure do. Every time they know that this particular person is trying to move on from them, here they come. They do something else to take away their power. Yeah. This is a barrier. You would do, yeah. You would, as I said, that the Magician card came out. Listen, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I hate to say this because I know that the messaging was that you need to reaffirm. This is where you have the right to choose what you want to do for you. So please be advised that I'm saying this as Auntie Mimi. Okay? I'm just telling you, in my humble opinion, you need to reassure this person that you're on the edge with them, that you're not going nowhere, but you also need to be firm on setting boundaries about the connection and engagement with this other person. That's not saying you can't see your kids. That's not what we're saying at all. Drop the baby off and you go on about your way, heifer. That's what I'm saying. Okay? You don't, the baby spend the night, you don't need to spend the night. Take your ass home. Okay? With that being said, also, be careful about this baby mom, because she's doing things, she's planning things to keep you in a chokehold. This person is very manipulative, okay? Very manipulative. Yep. She's watching with that 3 of Wands, and she got the 10 of Cups here in reverse. So this baby mom is doing things intentionally to try to sabotage and to keep them from being happy. So this is where you're going to get to that point again, where you're going to be making some decisions about whether or not you're going to choose your happiness or not. And that's where this is coming from here. So I'm going to say this as Auntie Mimi, okay? I'm going to say it's always up to you. I recommend what you do is to reaffirm them, reassure them that you're going to be here with them, that you're not going nowhere. You're here for the right reasons. Offer them even just some gas money. Offer to take them out to eat for once. You know, show them that you're not really here for the material, tangible things, although that is what attracted you. Illustrate to them that that's not why you're there with them, okay? But as things go on, I definitely support you in getting clarity on what this relationship with this child's parent is going to be, and how you are going to navigate setting boundaries for that, because this person is definitely going to be problematic. And I'm not surprised that this person is a fire sign, because we did get the 3rd party fire sign there. Yep. The Strength card, the World card in reverse, and a 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Listen, this baby mama is going to continue to get stronger as she goes. The more intimate they continue to become, the more this is going to cause a problem for you, and it's going to be disruptive, and the relationship is going to come to an end without any closure and no explanation. So you have got to get ahead of that if this is something that you really want. All right, guys. So with that being said, thank you so much for allowing me to rush through this. I am so extremely tired. You can probably see it in my eyes. I love you guys. Thank you guys for taking the space with me with PiSeas Tarot. I am Mimi Lightseer. Like, rate, and subscribe. Make sure that you come back. Make sure you turn your notifications on, because you never know when I'm coming back and what I'm going to be talking about. Most importantly, remember, y'all, everyone is fighting a battle that you cannot see. So remember to be kind, patient, and gentle with others as much as you are yourself. How people treat you is not your business, but how you respond is. So make sure you leave a little bit of love everywhere you go. And I'll see you next time. Good night.